from the Valley in Charlton in South London, you may know Peggy Fenner. If you do know her, then you'll know that Peggy rarely misses a game at the Valley. She's a season ticket holder at Charlton or at Chelsea today. So there's a good chance that Peggy herself is in the pub right now watching Soccer Saturday. If you don't know her, here's Peggy's story.
When Chris Powell handed a lady some flowers just before Charlton played West Brom over Christmas, you could be forgiven for thinking it was just another pre-match presentation. You'd be wrong, because football fan Peggy Fenner has a heartwarming story to tell. 50 years ago, she and her husband Bob up sticks from Waldron and opened an off-licence just 50 yards from the Valley.
Ernie Ransom's fish shop was where the wall is there, the low wall. And I think we would be really about the first, well, between the first and second houses.
OK.
And over here, this was the dog track, and I could see the dog, the board, out of the bedroom window.
So your husband could nip over and put a bet on, and you could look on the tote ball to see if it had won?
Yes, he did too.
God, you really were close, weren't you?
Just round the corner.
Just over there?
Yes, just round the corner. Absolutely marvellous it was.
So on match days, you'd go off to the game and leave him looking after the shop?
Yes.
I bet he didn't put up with that for long.
No, he didn't. The notice soon went up.
So then you closed Saturday afternoon and you both went to the game?
Yes.
Charlton in black shorts are at home.
And she remembers exactly what it was like when she went to the Valley.
Their reputation after the fright little Bedford.
Going into Charlton for the first time, and I think I stood on the terrace, I thought, you know, compared with the little tin pot game at Walden, which is what I remembered most, I thought, this is fabulous, you know. Oh, it was wonderful.
Bloomfield has it, and from 20
And the first
yards out
game
he
she
shoots.
saw was against Arsenal.
There were thousands of people there, and I'm a bit tiny, and coming out of the ground in all that crush, I think I must have been standing on the terrace. I certainly wasn't, and Bob wasn't with me. And two men just sort of got hold of my arms and literally sort of juggled me out of the ground till we could get to the road.
Sam Bartram takes on the captain's job for the day when Charlton...
Her early hero was the great Sam Bartram.
This is a great moment for Sam. It's the 500th league game he's played for the boys of the Valley.
Sam was marvellous. He'd got reddish hair. I always thought he was brilliant in goal.
But times changed. The council forced them to leave the off-licence, and Bob has since sadly passed away. For the last 15 years, she's been a regular at the nearby British Oak pub, and the locals have fallen in love with her.
Fact's a fact, she's 90 years old and she doesn't act like it, and she never has done.
I know what you're thinking, she's never 90, but here's the proof, her original birth certificate. She can't afford a season ticket anymore, so one night the regulars had an idea, unbeknown to her.
We was all in here one day and Peggy was talking about her love for Charlton. She said, oh, I'd love to have a season ticket there, so that was the start of it.
It's not, you know, we had a little club round, about 6 of us at the time, and carried on from there. We've bought it every year now since about 7, 8 years.
Oh, yes, it must be. I'm 90 now. If I bought a season ticket, I'd have practically nothing left in the bank. As it is, I have to leave the bills to the last minute. All I do is I buy a thank you card at the end of the season and just say, there's nothing more I can say, but thank you very much for, once again, for a wonderful season. They know how much I love it, all of them do.
So now she can sit and watch Charlton every home game. The lads chip in for her cup tickets as well.
I love it. As soon as they come out on the pitch, looking to see who's playing and thinking, oh God, let's hope he plays better than last week, or... It's absolutely marvellous. I wouldn't change it for the world. It's lovely.
That's a smashing story. Hope you're having a good day, Peggy, and well done to all the people around at the British Oak who've rallied round for that season. Decided that